The one thing that I get asked by all of my A-list clients is, if you could only recommend one thing that I could do every day to help me master the American accent, what is it? And we're gonna cover it on this video. Hey there, I'm Gabriel from GB Voice Academy. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get access to all of my practice videos. And you could also check out my 5-star best-selling online accent reduction course, I left a link below, with reviews from people all over the world, as well as my other communication courses. Now I'm gonna share some statistics with you. I find that my clients who are in America learning the American accent with me have a 30% advantage over the people who live abroad. Why is that? Because they are immersed. Now in this day and age, we work on Zoom. We probably work with a lot of clients in America, but I'm talking full immersion. When you go to the grocery store, the coffee shop, and you constantly hear Americans talking all around you. Of course, they're gonna have an advantage. Now, how can we replicate that if we're not in America? This is done through shadowing. Now, I'm sure you've heard this term thrown around before, but there's a right way of doing it and a wrong way of doing it. And on this video, we're gonna cover the right way of doing it. Don't bother shadowing TV dramas. Dramas that you see nowadays, they speak way too fast, sometimes barely heard at all, and it's hard to really pick up the nuances. And that's really not how we speak on our everyday. What is the one thing that Americans tend to do a lot of? They are always funny, witty. They always look at the bright side of things. They'll crack a joke here and there. They'll say it in a funny way. That is the norm in your everyday conversation. When you go to a coffee shop, hey, so how you doing today? Well, you know, I've had better days. My mother-in-law's at home. I hear that. It's everywhere. This continuous humorous delivery might not be something in your particular culture. So it's something that you have to learn. So by shadowing comedy, and I'm going to go through the comedy that I'm referring to, is the best way for you to be able to mimic a true American rhythm, delivery, and specific micro nuances that'll make you sound that much more American. Now, I have great news. I've created a new YouTube channel for you guys. It's called the LOL Lounge. Get it? LOL? Took me a long time to come up with that name. And so what it does is it has very short comedic clips that you could practice with. And we're going to actually look through an example of a particular clip so you know how to put it into practice. These are short. You'll be able to really pick up the nuances, the rhythm, the timing, the pauses. All of this is essential to really give you that American edge. So I'm asking you, please, please, please subscribe to this channel. I'm leaving the link here, and I'm also going to be pinning it below. So click on it, please subscribe. And also I want you to click the notification button so you get first access to all of my comedic videos. So why don't we go through a specific video, and I'm going to show you how we could pick up those nuances, pauses, deliveries, the range of this comedic delivery that you could mimic, aka shadow. Now here's a video that I had a lot of fun doing. Let's take a look. Well, son, it finally comes to this. Did you hear that? There's a range to it, and there's a pause. Well, son, it finally comes to this. It wouldn't be as effective if we didn't have that pause. Well, son, it finally comes to this. That pause says a lot. There's a lot that is said through silence, and it's something that we have to learn because a lot of our mother tongues tend to be very fast. And we don't have time to take a breath. Americans love pausing. They love indulging in the space between words. Well, son, it finally comes to this. Look at it, it starts here and then it kind of eventually comes down. By coming down, it exudes something of importance. It's like, hey, this is a pivotal moment for us, son. It wouldn't work if I said, well, son, it finally comes to this. It wouldn't be as strong. You see the difference? That's something for you to remember when you're trying to deliver something with potency. Let's go on. Where I teach you the fine art of shaving. Now, where did I take a big pause? Where I teach you the fine art, pause, of shaving. Because remember, this whole skit is about shaving. That pause tells the audience that, oh, what I'm about to say is important. Take a listen. Of shaving. It wouldn't have worked if I said to teach you the fine art of shaving. It's like I threw it away. Have a very strong awareness of what the objective of what you're saying is. The objective of this guy is to teach his son how to shave. So by letting those pivotal moments have space to breathe, it makes it much more impactful and easy for the listener to digest. In other words, take your time. Start from the top and work your way down, where I teach you the fine art of shaving. Wouldn't work if I said, to teach you the fine art of shaving. It's not as impactful again. This is an authoritative figure, believe it or not. A dad, a very hairy dad, teaching his son. So in an authoritative position, where we are delegating, where we are delivering tasks, we need to be a little more commanding. And by using this rhythm, it's much more effective. Da-da-da-dee, da-da. Moving on. Now you want to make sure you keep yourself smooth and silky. Smooth and silky are the important parts of this sentence. So I'm going to take my time on that. Smooth and silky. It wouldn't work if I threw that away. You want to keep yourself smooth and silky. That's not the objective of the sentence. The objective of the sentence is to tell the son, you want to keep things smooth and silky. Once you find the minor objective of each group of sentences, then it's easy to know where to emphasize and where to pause. Moving on.
You don't want to come across as some sort of Neanderthal.
Now, he is making a joke, as Americans always do. You don't want to be known as a Neanderthal. We're delivering it straight. Wouldn't work if I said, you don't want to come across as a Neanderthal. That sounds like you're serious. It's not a joke. But to deliver the joke, you want to make it more straight. Moving on.
Now you want to make sure you cover your whole beard.
Cover your what? Your whole beard. The objective is to tell the son to cover the whole beard. Wouldn't make sense if I said the whole beard. It's not the beard that it's important, it's the whole beard. Again, when you find out what those key words in each sentence is, you underline it. So when you're reading it, you see it. I'm going to take my time in delivering it.
Yes, you do come from a lineage of hairy men with high beard lines.
It's informative. Starting up there and eventually coming down. Again, a man of authority. Same thing as, we need to get the system implemented by Friday. Wouldn't work if I said, we need to get the system implemented by Friday. That's not authoritative. And if it's an important word, it's musicality. When you have a clear idea of the objective of the sentence. Are you delegating something? Are you informing somebody? Are you making a casual joke? Once you have that objective in place, it makes the delivery much more impactful and authentic. Going on.
But consider it a blessing. That just makes you more manly.
Well, consider it a blessing. Pause. That makes you more manly. Who? You. That's the important word. Being manly isn't the point. The point is, he's teaching his son to be manly. That just makes you pause, because here comes the important crux of the conversation. More manly. Work the pauses, work the range, and emphasize the objective of the sentence. Moving on.
Now you want to make sure you have a smooth glide.
A what glide? A smooth glide. Again, same as before. Now you want to make who? You. Now you want to make sure you have what? A smooth glide. It wouldn't work if I threw it away. Now you want to make sure you have a smooth glide. Again, not as effective.
Smooth as silk.
What is silk? Smooth as silk. You're getting the hang of it, right? Smooth as silk. No. Smooth as silk. Similar, like if you were in a meeting and you say, like, you did a good job today, John. I'm proud of you.
You're growing so fast.
Okay, that's just a little emotional funny button at the end, but it gives you a good idea of how comedy is much more easy to absorb. If you're trying to shadow a drama, for example, so he got away because of the drug deal went sour, so we decided to call the cops and stuff. It's just kind of, it's hard to grasp the patterns of a conversation in episodic drama you might see in America. Whereas in comedy, like this, and on my channel, and I hope you subscribe, the dialogue is much more digestible because the pauses are so much more prevalent. The range is so much more prevalent. So in addition to all of the pronunciation practice videos I have on this YouTube channel, please subscribe to LOL Lounge and work on these 1-minute comedic clips, and you're gonna learn so much, and it's gonna help you get that much closer to mastering the American accent.